Racism to me, it's a learned behavior of misunderstanding and not completely seeing another person. And it's to me, I know it's a learned behavior because you see these pictures of young toddlers of different colors hugging and having fun and just being themselves, innocent selves. But over time, society and social media really expose racism in a form of ignorance and to, just not understanding and miseducating of oneself.
How have you experienced or witnessed racism?
I've experienced racism pretty well all my life, and it's just being thought of being less than, and not having the same treatment of equality, and and I've also seen that too. I've experienced that in sports. Primarily, an experience I had was when I coached a team from Siksika, and we played in another town, and the officiating was so one-sided, and it caused a lot of reaction to that, and myself as a coach being ejected because of the seeing firsthand how the kids were mistreated and how the calls were very one-sided, and how the fans of the opposing team fed off that energy and just threw gas at the fire, and it made us more upset. Also playing hockey in different towns, same thing, officiating and the fans in the stands who really like to take advantage of the situation, knowing that there's no repercussions. So yeah, and then even in schools, I hear stories of incidents in the schools.
How do you say no to racism?
How I say no to racism is, personally, I don't retaliate. There's teachings of showing people love, compassion, forgiveness, and acceptance. Because obviously those who are, I guess, putting themselves out there in that negative behavior don't have those qualities and have to resort to negative actions. So myself personally, I do my best not to retaliate, because then I'm being drawn into it. But also as a leader, that's my job now, is to fight for our people, to make sure that they are treated equal and they are respected in the community. Okay, so saying no to racism is learning through our mistakes. We know situations, words, and actions that contribute to that whole behavior, And it's everybody. It's even our people being racist to another kind, and so it's a holistic ideology of saying no. And saying no means, to me, is identifying that it's wrong and taking the right steps to not engage, and to lead by example, so our kids can see these patterns, that as parents it's important for parents to teach that forgiveness and acceptance, and just not engaging in these activities. So saying no is working with the children to break that cycle. So that's my interpretation of, I guess, the home setting is showing our kids, love and tolerance and forgiveness, and all these qualities that are being that are not being, I guess, exercised in not by everybody, but by those who are voicing such toxic behaviors. And saying no to racism at a politician level, it's being able to meet with willing governments to address this issue. There are some members of political bodies who are coming up and standing up and supporting such behavior, but it's finding allies to stand up and for what's right.